2-1. Let's get this show on the road, baby. We're back with the Kraken. In the playoffs, as we do. In the playoffs, as we do. And we're going to be taking on the St. Louis Blues in round number 2. After not blowing it against the Canucks, which is awesome. This team, of course, has changed a little bit here and there. Just a bit. And, hey, I'm excited to see what we can do against St. Louis, Vince Dunn's former team. Obviously, Tuukka was pretty damn good in round 1 with a .932 save percentage. We're going to jump right into it. I want to see what the St. Louis Blues look like. They are the team that upset the number 1 seed President's Trophy winning Edmonton Oilers. So who knows what we have in front of us here. Oh, we're going to lose because we are so much better offensively than they are. It's unbelievable. God damn. Goodness. Klim Kostin had 3 points, all goals in round number 1. Ryan O'Reilly with 5 points in those 6 games, and Buchnevich with 5 points as well. The second line, Benoit Olivier Giroux, 3 assists. Braden Shen with 5 points in those 6 games. Robert Thomas with 6 assists. Third line, Chris Kreider with 3 points. Logan Brown with 3 points. He is off the rush, allegedly. It's not confirmed, though. And Jordan Kyrou with 4 points as well. The fourth line is Joakim Kamel. At 20 years old, he has 2 points. Kiefer Bellows, no points so far. And Jesse Alonen, no points either. The defense. Well, we already kind of knew what they had, but it is Torrey Krug, who we nearly picked up at the deadline, and Justin Falk with his 4 points. Dmitry Orlov is alongside Lance Russo, who was the 3rd overall pick in 2023. I mean, we've been picking higher than where the Blues got this guy. And the third pair is Jake Gardner. Somehow his back hasn't turned into a fine powder. He's next to Jan Ruda. That is a analytics nightmare. Goaltender is Jordan Binnington. He had a .907 in round number 1. Holtby the backup. Healthy scratches Michael Kempney, SDA, and Tommy Pilstrom. Again, top 4 defender for them. We should win this series, which, God, means we probably won't. I'm trying not to be so negative, man, but, oh, we know how this typically works, don't we? We know how this works. In terms of ratings, 97, 93, and an 87 for the Kraken. Aho is showing up as our top player now. For the Blues, 89, 87, and I believe that was an 85. Indeed it was. Don't know why the away team ratings disappear so fast. In terms of X Factors, the Kraken have Aho, Bergeron, Gensel, Letang, Sutton, Kachuk, Wright, and Rask with abilities. The Blues have O'Reilly and Russo as X Factors, and then Jordan Binnington and Pavel Buchnevich with abilities. So indeed, no weird ability for any defenders like that. But yeah, Lance Russo looks like he's going to be a pretty damn good player for them. We should win. Have we built a good enough team that can fend off the meme of a great team losing? It is the first period of game number 1. We're on home ice. And what's going to happen? The answer is a goal apiece affair. Justin Falk, former Blue Vladimir Tarasenko gets it back less than 30 seconds later, so not bad. Prediction time. Yeah, we can run a series prediction. We can do that. I'm down for that. Let's do it. Who wins the series? Seattle or St. Louis? Leave that prediction up for all 5 minutes. Second period, though, here in game number 1. Hello. That might influence the voting a little bit because Vladimir Tarasenko has a hat trick in the first 2 periods of play. Sutton gets a goal as well. So 2 power play goals for Tarasenko. We're up 4-1 heading into the third period of game number 1. That is a fantastic start. Power play for the Blues. That goes to waste. And Patrice Bergeron makes it 5 with a power play goal of his own. Tom Wilson scores just to add salt to the wound. As Chris Kreider gets one back. It is 6-2, and that is how this game will shape up. A convincing victory in game 1 for the Kraken. What a game for Tarasenko, Bergeron, and Rask. 2019 Cup Final, well represented in a Game 1 victory for the Kraken. Again, 6 goals. We actually had quite a few guys without a registered point as well. Matthew Tkachuk didn't exactly get a shout-out for the assists either, so it's a bit of a shame. But a great way to start this series. And again, the back-to-back games are a trend, so it will be game number 2 pretty much immediately. We'll see if the Blues can bounce back. First period, 1-0 Kraken. Matthew Tkachuk, he entered play as our leading scorer in this postseason. And it's still looking pretty damn good. Pretty damn good indeed. Abraham, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Doing good. How are you? Second period here, and the Blues do bounce back. Logan Brown, Dmitry Orlov. We're down 2-1. Dead even in shots as we enter the third period. 6 goals in the last game, held to just 1 so far. Power play for the Blues. They don't score. We still have a chance. Maybe. Possibly. Jake Gensel, let's go. Is that enough to get us to overtime? It is. It is indeed. So Jake Gensel sends us to OT. We're not going to watch it. Let's see what happens. Overtime, game 2 of the semifinal. And the Kraken get it done. Adam Larson. What is up with Adam Larson, of all people, scoring clutch goals for us? It doesn't make sense. But Adam Larson is the hero. We have a 2-0 series lead here in round number 2. Gensel, Tkachuk, and Rask getting it done. Tuukka has been outstanding. Oh, what's that? Tuukka Rask is really good in the playoffs, and he typically only loses if the team in front of him blows it? Oh, you don't say. This is fantastic, though. 9 goals as well for the first 2 games of the series. We defend home ice picture perfectly. So Arizona's up 2-0 on Chicago. Islanders at the same lead on Montreal, and Tampa and Toronto are tied. 1 apiece. We have no lineup changes to make. It is game number 3. Let's see what we can do here. First period, goal apiece. Tom Wilson again. Ryan O'Reilly gets it back. Second period, goal apiece again. Jesse Ylönen scores, but Tarasenko is able to tie it. This is anybody's game here as we start this third period. Power play for us goes to waste. Power play for the Blues also unable to capitalize. They have another one here, though. That's not good. That one's killed off, too. 7 minutes now. Still tied at 2. Next goal is going to win at this stage. And Christopher Letang with 2 goals in 11 seconds seals the deal. The Kraken win 4-2 and have a 3-0 lead in the series. Shea Theodore, who? Apparently. What a goal by Letang, the empty netter as well. And we are looking very, very good. Binnington has had no answer for this offensive flurry. We are 1 win away from our first ever conference final appearance, and it could be the Kraken against the Coyotes. As absurd as that is, it is game number 4. Can we complete the first playoff sweep in team history? Or have I just jinxed it and we're set up for a reverse sweep, which could easily happen? First period, 2-1 Kraken as Shen started off the scoring. Eberle and Dunn, since his former team, make it 2-1. Second period, it's now 3-1 Shane Wright. We go to the third. Up 3-1, up 3-0 in the series. A win here would be historic. Sutton makes it 4 with the power play goal. The Seattle Kraken, for the first time in franchise history, I'm daring you, EA, are going to the Western Conference Final. 4-2 is your final in Game 4. The sweep is complete. Tuukka Rask absolutely dominates the Blues. Sounds about right, because the team in front of him didn't fucking blow it. Tom Wilson with 2 assists, and that is a phenomenal performance from this team. You'll love to see it. As the Blackhawks win Game 4, so we don't yet know that it'll be the Coyotes. Shout out to the 10% of people who bet on the Blues. But people were convinced. People were convinced. Matthew Tkachuk has 12 points in 10 games. Absolutely fantastic. Shane Wright, 8 points in these 10 games. Jake Gensel with 9 points. I believe he only had 1 goal. In that series. Billy Sutton now with 6 points. Bergeron with 8, and now 6 for Sebastian Aho. Kyler Yamamoto with 4 points in 10 games. Only 2 for Jordan Eberle, and 6 for Tarasenko. He has 5 goals. Endo, congrats. Stop making me want to play when I know I don't like it. And on the fourth line, Jack Dugan with 3 points. 2 for Ryan McLeod, and 7 points for Tom Wilson. We picked him up as a meme. Vince Dunn, 2 points in the +3. Brandstrom with 4 assists. 7 points for Chris Letang. 4 points as well for Adam Larson. Third pair is Alexiak. He's a -1, as is Chernak, but they haven't been that big of a problem. The big story in goal, Tuukka Rask has a .936 save percentage with an 8-2 record so far in the playoffs. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Crazy, that doesn't surprise me. So the question is, Coyotes or Blackhawks? As the AHL club has moved on to the conference finals, 62-win regular season. They'll take on Tucson. Could that be a sign of things to come? And all Seattle-Arizona conference final, and there it is. The Arizona Coyotes and the Seattle Kraken meet in the Western Conference Final. The East will be Tampa and Montreal. Kraken and Coyotes, though. One of these two teams will go to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in their team's history. And in the East, it is a rematch of the 2021 Stanley Cup Final. Because, of course. We're going to leave the team the same. Let's go ahead. We'll march on. What do the Coyotes look like at this stage? I wish this was alcoholic. Because our luck feels like it could run out. Dylan Genther is on the top line, 7 points in 12 games, centered by a 39-year-old Jeff Carter, who has 6 points. And then on the right, Darren Stevenson. First overall in 2022. He is a 92 overall with 15 points in 12 games. That is incredibly scary. And indeed, you know what? We'll start the prediction now. I'll start the prediction when you've gotten a full look at the team. That's how I'll do it. The second line is Clayton Keller with 6 points, centered by Pia Suter with 5, and Dominic Simone has 9 points in the playoffs so far. The third line, Marcus Foligno with 11 points, centered by Barrett Hayton with 10, Christian Fischer with 6. That third line's been great. And the fourth line, Toby Reeder, go figure, with 6 points, Lawson Krause with 2, and Trevor Moore with 6. So they have gotten some scoring despite some lower overalls. The defense is Jake Chitrin with 13 points and a plus 14, alongside Justin Schultz with 8 assists. Second pair is Shane Gostisbehere with 5 points and Connor Timmins with 6. The third pair, Dean Kukin, 1 point and a plus 2, alongside Victor Soderstrom, 1 point and a plus 4. The goaltending, Chris Strager, who has a .933 percentage. Needless to say, he was not that good for us in the playoffs. Sergei Bobrovsky, a very expensive backup. Healthy scratch, totally Spanish, Joel Kiviranta. In terms of the ratings, both teams, by the way, won 47 games in the regular season. We stand at a 97, 93, and 87. The Yotes, with a gray beard and Dyson, apparently, and a beautiful white Kachina, 89. I think that was 89 and an 84. 89, 88, and an 84 for their ratings. And the X Factors, obviously, you know our team. The Coyotes do have Darren Stevenson as an X Factor. Chikrin and Genther with abilities. So the prediction is live. Oof. Yeah, I like that Darren Stevenson is an old gray beard at 20 years old. Hey, it happens. It happens. We're not judging. We're not judging. As ridiculous as it is. Which one of these two teams will make it to the Stanley Cup Final for the very first time? Is he 19? God, I thought he was 20. God damn. Let's get a full look at Stevenson for the hell of it. Playing for them will do that. Fair. Fair point. You're right, he is 19. I mean, yeah, well, oh my God. They've aged him immensely. What is the opposite of the Fountain of Youth? Look at how good the friggin' Kachina looks, though, man. Is my Kachina still on the wall? I could look behind me, it's not. Like, can confirm. This jersey's incredible, but God, it looks good in the game as well. Just mwah. And for the memes, to answer your question, yes, it's an Oliver Ekman-Larsson. For those who didn't know, LOL. More like OEL. Yeah, am I getting a white Kachina? I cannot justify that purchase at this time. I want one, but I did just buy both Kraken jerseys. So it's a little bit tough to justify. Just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is game number 1. Kraken v Coyotes. We dispatched of the Blues. Ben Button. He's going full Ben Button. God. We dispatched of the Blues. Is our luck going to run out, though? That is what I am afraid of. First period, 1-0 Kraken. Jack Dugan with the goal. Very, very nice. Second period, now 3-0 for your Seattle Kraken. Jack Dugan again and Shane Wright. The prediction's only halfway done. Are the Kraken going to be the favorites? We go to the third, up by 3, and Clayton Keller scores 56 seconds into the frame. Some nervous energy now all of a sudden because they are right back in the mix. If only there were player portraits, I agree. 6 minutes to go here in the third period, and the Seattle Kraken are going to hold on to get the job done. 3-1, your final score in a Game 1 victory. Hacksaw Jack Dugan, crash nose. A Game 1 victory here. Tuukka Rask Please, EA gods. Let me win a Stanley Cup with Tuukka Rask as the starter. Amen. Jack Dugan had a great game. Shane Wright as well continues to do so well. And it is yet another victory here for the Kraken as Tampa gets the win over Montreal. For shits and gigs, let's take a look at Tampa and Montreal as well to see who we'd prefer. We'll look at the stats in depth a little bit later, but Tampa has Malkin, Stamkos, Kucherov, Dzingel, Point Ryan, Joseph Cirelli, Sherwood, Frolik, Sampi, Radish. The defense is Hedman, Sergachev, McDonough, Calfoot, Siegenthaler, and Vatanen. The goaltender is Vasilevsky. In Montreal, they still have Carey Price and Tristan Jarry, LOL. Their forwards, Toffoli, Dvorak, Caulfield, Hoffman, Suzuki, Gallagher, Sherry, Cousins, Donskoy, Nieto, Johansson, Anderson. And a defense, of Romanov, Petrie, Edmondson, Niku, Weidman, and Weber. Shea Weber is still playing. Can you believe it? I don't know who I'd rather prefer because I feel like we're going to get screwed no matter what. As it is, we still might get screwed here against the Coyotes. We're only up 1-0 in this series. There's a long way to go. Again, we knew there was another franchise player in this draft. It's outrageous how many franchise players develop on the default settings. It is game 2 here in Seattle. Let's rock and roll. First period, 1-0 Kraken. Chris Letang again on the power play. Second period, goal apiece, Shane Wright and Tobias Reeder. Toby gets himself a playoff goal in 2024.
For those I should put score, I salute you.
Number one, I should put a big old thank you on the screen for Boss for 13 months. I should put a $5 bet. Do you think there's a sports book that would take that? Like a $5 bet on Toby Reeder scoring a goal in the playoffs in 2024. Because the odds would be so astronomical. I'd be able to build a rocket and fire both Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk into space with no return plan. And I feel like society would be a lot better off for it. That's right, I said it. As we move on to the third period, we are up 2-1. We are up 2-1. That payout would be immense. Make money off of Toby Reeder. Power play here for the Coyotes goes to waste. We have 8 minutes to go. They have another power play. We're playing with fire and we get burned by Jeff Carter from center ice. It's the conference final. I feel like we kind of have to start watching games from this point on. It's game 2. It's overtime. Against the Coyotes, we're going to be able to see the white Kachina in action. The very first time in game. And, hey, we'll take it from there. We will take it from there. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can we get the win? Can we get the win? That is the question. Here it is. Last time we watched an OT game, we saw Sebastian Aho get the job done. And we nearly scored very early on there. Looks like they programmed the COVID schedules, I know, right? Here's Dylan Genther, Ambien, what's happening? Genther, what a move that was. That was great. It's like a little fake shot there to step his way further in. That was a huge stop by Tuukka. Still have to adjust his equipment so it doesn't look so ridiculous. Schultz, what a pass to Genther. Great block. Brandstrom wins it back. Ridiculous movement. Shane Wright has it. Loses it, trying to get it back. Stevenson able to outduel Wright. Those two were taken in the same draft year. 1 and 2 overall. Genther again shoots it wide. Wright's able to recover. Kachuk Can't dump it in. Struggling for offense so far here in this overtime. Comes Jeff Carter. Carter stepping in, loses it. Schultz looks, couldn't pick the corner. Imagine Justin Schultz. Here's Bergeron. Bergeron looking, throws it on. Driedger takes it straight to the chest. Makes the stop. God, the white Kachina looks so good. What the hell took them so long to switch back to the Kachina? It's unbelievable. Face off one, Letang for Aho, shot, save. Letang for Aho again, shot gets blocked. Hayton has trouble. Sutton for Bergeron. Bergeron for Letang, couldn't get the shot off. Ooh, which game is this? Game 2, we have a 1-0 series lead. Conference final. Big save there, Hayton, and Rask's able to cover. Now the Ducks just have to switch back. I agree. I agree. Big ol' face-off here. Had a couple chances for both sides here. Face-off. Letang has it. Here's Bergeron. Patrice. Over for Aho. Just missed. To the far side. Battle for the puck there. Kicked out. Letang has it. Able to find Tarasenko. Glad he can't fully dump it in. We could get caught here because of it. Here's Barrett Hayton. Huge hit by Chernak. Shot wide. As the Coyotes carried on the play. That was a monster hit by Chernak. Tarasenko trying to cut in. Nowhere to go. Gets a shot off anyway. And the former member of the Kraken and Chris Driedger able to make another save. Game 2 of the Western Conference Final. Our first trip to the conference final. Right for Dunn. Gensel scores! What a shot! Jake Gensel calls game, and the Seattle Kraken have a 2-0 series lead on the Arizona Coyotes. What a shot by Gensel. That was a laser. That is almost an unstoppable shot from Gensel. A 2-0 series lead for the Kraken. That was a phenomenal shot. My goodness. Jake Gensel is the hero. Again, the replay. Broken as shit. How many times? Oh, just let me look at the play. Endo said I had to keep going back and forth. If I'm wrong and this breaks the game, then Endo owes me 5 subs. I don't give a fuck if it's sandwiches or on Twitch, but you owe me shit. Yeah, this isn't gonna fix itself. This is brutal. How the fuck is the replay system broken at the start of the game, EA? Jesus Christ. How? How? Well, fuck. I'm not going to be able to see it in that way. Can I see it? Well, even if I go to the action tracker. I mean, we could play the replay of it from here. Hey, there we go. Alright, cool. So apparently if you go into the action tracker from there, it works. But that was really quick thinking by Vince Dunn to immediately send it over because Gensel just rips it. Jesus, how did that not hit the post? That's a near unstoppable shot by Gensel. A 2-0 series lead for the Kraken. We have absolutely stacked this team to the gills. Have a little bit of fun with 22 at the start. And we're really close to having a lot of fun. Yamamoto is roughed up. He's now 100%. And as a result, we're ready for game number 3 at nondescript Arizona Arena. Arizona Arena. Welcome to the Arizona Arena. First period of game 3, goal apiece. Stevenson and Yamamoto on the power play. Second period, goal apiece. Trevor Moore and Matthew Tkachuk. I want to say the name value is out of whack, but I mean, you go from Stevenson to Trevor Moore. It's pretty crazy. I'll be doing the draft offseason tonight. All depends on how this goes. Clayton Keller, though, does make it 3-2. I believe this is the Coyotes' first lead in the third. No, it's not, actually. We had the late goal. And there's Erik Chernak. 3-all. It bothers me how small the Coyotes logo is on the screen. I don't disagree. 3 minutes to go in regulation, and Victor Soderstrom gets the Coyotes back into it. 32 seconds left. And Arizona wins it. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That is our first loss in a while. Heartbreaking time as well. That is our first loss in 8 games. 8 games. An 8-game winning streak comes to an end. And the Coyotes are right back in it. Not the best defensive or goaltending display we've ever seen. Montreal has a 2-1 lead on Tampa. We go to game 4. Game number 4. This is going to be an interesting one because who knows how this series goes based off of this game. First period, 2-0 for Seattle. Tkachuk and Gensel doubled them up in shots as well. Second period, 4-0 Seattle. Vladimir Tarasenko and Jordan Eberle. 4-0. 4-0. You'll love to see it as we get ready. All right, I got something falling on my arm. So we get ready for this third period here. God help me if we blow it. I still can't help but think that you never know. You never know with franchise mode. But we have scored 2 goals in 1 minute and 10 seconds with Wright. Gensel Letang gets another one. Jeff Carter makes it 7-1. Chernak makes it 8-1. Holy crap, they just left Driedger out to dry. 7 goals was enough. 8-1. 46 shots to 16. That is one of the most one-sided playoff games I think I have ever seen. It's gotta be. That was ridiculous. And we are 1 win away from our first ever Stanley Cup final. Jake Gensel had 5 points. Wright and Tkachuk with 3 each. Vince Dunn was a +5. Rask got a 938. Good Lord, should have stopped after 7-1, right? Gensel now at 19 points in 14 games. Montreal also up 3-1. The Carey Price Bowl, the team that kept him versus the team that should have taken him in the expansion. Let's be honest, that should have happened. It is game number 5. Can we end this? First period, goal apiece. Erik Chernak. Erik Chernak and Adam Larson scoring like they have is so stupidly illogical, but I absolutely love that they're contributing like this. It's incredible. Clayton Keller also getting a goal there, a goal back for Arizona. Second period, 3-1 Coyotes. Genther and Marcus Foligno, his first of the series. And unless something changes here, we are going back to Arizona for a 6th game. Connor Timmins makes it 4-1, and we are going to waste that Chernak goal. That's a shame. That is a shame. Sutton scored shorthanded. Krause gets it back. We didn't really show up in this one. 5-2, your final score for the Coyotes. 31 saves for Driedger, and that's rough. We have allowed the Coyotes to get right back into this, as Tampa as well have forced a Game 6. No lineup changes. We're going for it. Can the Coyotes force Game 7? Or will we punch our ticket to the Stanley Cup Final? First period, 1-0 Coyotes. Barrett Hayton on Ian Scott. Uh-huh. We also outshot them 14-4. And we're losing. Second period. Still 1-0 Arizona. 28 shots to 13. Will this series end? Will it be overtime or will it be game number 7? Ten minutes to go. Power play for the Kraken. Jordan Eberle scores. 41 shots to 15. We go to overtime. The Kraken score. They go to the Cup Final. The Coyotes score. And Game 7 will be upon us. But it is Jordan Eberle who gets the goal, thank God, to at least give us a chance. It is true that we have very, very much struggled when Dreger's gotten hot, but here we are. The whiteout with the old logos primarily. Oh no, there's some new logos mixed in there too. Carter gets hit. Shane Wright can't get the pass over. Big hit there. Gensel has it. Gensel finds Dunn. Can't get the shot through the traffic. Here's Genther. Cuts back. Genther looking to get out of trouble. Finds Jeff Carter. Carter and Gensel down low in the corner. Kicked around. Genther for Carter. Can't get the shot off, and Rask has it. Gensel again. Gets it over the line. Looking. Shane Wright. Shot, and Dreger makes the save. And a toe drag there to the backhand. That might have been it. Dreger really came out to challenge the shot. It is Sutton, Bergeron, and Aho. Bergeron wins it. Letang for Aho, the same play that Gensel won a previous overtime game on earlier in this series. Keller can't get the shot off. Sutton turns it over. Simone, a huge one-timer from Keller. And Rask has trouble, but he's able to find it. It's a rough turnover from the rookie there. Real rough turnover. Bergeron and Pius Suter. Bergeron wins it. Aho for Sutton. Sutton looking. Sutton can't pull the trigger. And a missed chance. Here's Suter again. Over for Clayton Keller. Keller picked off by Sutton. Bergeron holds. Nowhere to go with Chychrun there. He takes the hit. Bergeron trying to hold on to it. It's Sutton down low. A battle for the puck. And Justin Schultz has it. Chychrun again. Up for Simone. Trouble for Clayton Keller. Again, just can't drive to the net. Letang turns it over. Simone. Clayton Keller shoots, scores! And we're going to Game 7.
There's the final horn, and that'll do it here this evening. Right? Game 7, buddy. Game 7s are the best. I mean, the do-or-die nature to it.
That was one of a couple god-awful turnovers in our own zone. And Clayton Keller absolutely roofs it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought it was strange when they started. Now, if they didn't do it, I would think they're not getting it right.
Game 7 for the right to move on to the Stanley Cup Final. The whiteout results in a W. .42 shots to 16. I think that tracking might have been broken. I don't care to see the turnover again. It was brutal. As Montreal awaits the winner. Montreal awaits the winner. The most storied franchise in league history. Tatum, thank you for the follow, by the way. The most storied franchise in league history will go up against a team that has never won the Stanley Cup, never been to the Stanley Cup Final. But who will it be? Fast save percentage is below a 930. It looked like we were in the driver's seat in this series until we very much weren't, and this super team falling short would be an outright disaster is the only way to phrase it. It was 3-1. It sure was. Now we're going to go with the white mask for Tuukka, because we end up watching the games a bit again. We'll pretty much always got to go with the Vons, because those are the ones that don't look like shit, and as it is, Tuukka is rocking Vons to begin with. So Seattle has nice masks. That they do. That they do. Hopefully, we even get the chance to see Tuukka in style, because, man, a loss here, and we'll get no shot at that. Here we go. Biggest game in franchise history on home ice. Game 7 against the Arizona Coyotes. First period, goalless. 15 shots to 9. Second period, goalless. We go to the third, waiting for the first goal of the game, and we find it with Matthew Tkachuk. But Justin Schultz ties it 2 minutes and 2 seconds later. Marcus Foligno scores. Extended power play for the Yotes goes to waste. We have 5 minutes to go. The Arizona Coyotes threatening to come back from 3-1 down, threatening to stop this super team from making it to their ultimate destination. 5:36 to go. Seattle looking at their first true playoff heartbreak as Dreger makes the glove save. The winner moves on to play Montreal for the Stanley Cup. Shane Wright can't win the draw, but we do get the puck. Brandstrom for Dunn. Wright, Tkachuk, Dunn for Wright, and he stopped on the short side. Wright again trying to sweep that home. Has it down low against his former teammate. Tkachuk for Gensel. It's Wright. Really just nowhere to go. They're too bunched up. And Chychrun comes away with it. Big hit there on Stevenson, but Chychrun still has it in the attacking zone. He takes the hit. Big hit by Tkachuk. Absolutely runs over Genther. And here's Gensel now. Gensel cutting in. Shane Wright can't get the shot off clean. And Chychrun cleans up the mess. Stevenson making moves and gets a shot off on Rask. Big stop there by Tuukka, bailing out the defense. And man, the boys are in a rough spot. 60 faceoffs to 28. Sutton, Bergeron, and Aho. We lose the draw. Gostisbehere's shot denied. Puck bouncing around, and Larson will recover. Larson for Aho. Up to Sutton. Sutton, the spin. Sutton can't get that backhand shovel on. It's Pia Suter. Up to Clayton Keller. He takes the hit from Adam Larson. Larson having trouble. Gets it to Aho. Aho, nowhere to go. Another turnover. And a puck dumped in. 4:10 to play. As Letang recovers. And looks to lead it out for the Kraken. Letang for Sutton. Sutton, Bergeron, doesn't pull the trigger. Aho shot, Sutton the shot. Dreger saves. Aho another shot. And Dreger making the stops that he needs to make. We peppered him, not a single overly dangerous rebound allowed. Jordan Eberle will take the draw against Barrett Hayton. And on the tie-up, loose puck, recovered for the moment, but now it's the Coyotes in control. Good hit there at the line by Eberle. He finds Yamamoto. Over to Tarasenko. He's being chased. Gets it to Kyler. Turned over. Foligno, big stop. Rastenites Fisher. Thought it was Foligno. And a penalty called against the Kraken. An interference call on Jamie Alexiak.
Really going to be difficult to find the equalizer.
And that could do it.
Arizona's got a big opportunity on the power play here.
That could do it. 3:31 to go. The Oats to the power play. Bergeron on the draw, wins it to Chernak. And Letang finds Bergeron again. Can't step past Chikrin though. Simone having trouble with Bergeron. Trevor Moore against Chris Letang. Finds Genther. Good pick off by Letang. Bergeron. Trouble. Suter gets it to Chikrin. Chikrin stepping through. Shot denied. Another huge stop by Tuukka Rask. Tuukka is making some incredible saves here. Shane Wright and Ryan McLeod are out there. McLeod on the draw. He wins it to the corner. Vince Dunn not able to hold on to it against Dominic Simone. Simone, good movement, and they score! Pia Suter on the power play. And the Coyotes are up by 2 late in the third. 2:59 to go. An unbelievable team that might just fall short. Here's Stevenson. Shot shoveled wide by Genther. The Kraken staring down the barrel of their first unbearable playoff loss. Kachuk shot wired wide and all the way back down to the Seattle zone. As Letang will recover, 2.5 to go. Great outlet to right. Here's Jake Gensel. Gensel tried to step in. Right shot stopped by Dreger. Chikrin able to get it all the way across, and again back over for Genther. He gets over the blue line, takes the hit. Gensel fighting for it now. Genther comes up with it still. 2:12 to go. Eberle, trouble. Tarasenko able to recover it. Tried to get it to Letang. He has trouble, but settles it down. Letang in front for Tarasenko. He scores. And with 2:01 to go, the Kraken are back within 1. What a job by Letang there to feed Tarasenko. He just tapped it 5-hole. As Schultz got caught. Vladimir Tarasenko. He's still out there. His 7th goal of the playoffs, and the Kraken have life. Here's Jordan Eberle. Eberle has a bit of space. Eberle's shot deflected off the legs. But Dreger will cover. And needless to say, now is the time to call our timeout. Don't know about pulling the goaltender. We'll leave that up to the coach. But we are going to call that timeout to get that top unit out there, no doubt. And indeed, he doesn't pull the goalie early. Shane Wright takes the draw. Kachuk and Gensel to his To his sides here, right wins it. Brandstrom, one-timer from Gensel. And he missed. I don't have to pull him. The game will do it automatically. Simone drops back for Gostisbehere. Timmins back over to Gostisbehere. Shot stopped by Rask, and the rebound handled well. He'll play it out to Vince Dunn. Great heads-up play by Rask. Puck now for Gensel. Now it's Tkachuk. Throws one on. Rebound, but Gostisbehere's there to play it. 1:25 to go. Winner of this game goes to play Montreal in the Stanley Cup Final. Here's Suter. Over the line. He scored that goal. Could it be the series winner? Chance here. Shane Wright has a step. Breakaway. And he loses the puck. Gostisbehere for Suter. Brandstrom fighting for it. Suter wins it. 53 to go. Pia Suter, one-timer. Glove save by Rask. Shane Wright had an incredible opportunity. I don't know if the defender got a piece of it. 49 seconds to go. It's Bergeron against Jeff Carter. And Bergeron wins the draw. Larson feeds Letang. Letang leading the way. Rask to the bench. Chris Letang. Download Aho. Back to Letang. A big stop by Dreger. Letang again takes a shot that's paddled away. Chychrun for Schultz. He has trouble with Aho. Great pressure from Aho. Extra attacker is out. 28 to go. Jeff Carter. Turnover. Shot stopped by Dreger again. Chychrun having trouble. He finds Schultz. Really struggling to get it out of the zone. It's Jeff Carter. 15 to go. Schultz for Stevenson. Genther has space. Empty net. Pass in front's broken up. 5 seconds to go. And the Arizona Coyotes are going to win this series in 7. An incredible opportunity to make it to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in team history. And it goes up in flames. Clayton Keller. I guess they don't have a captain. That is a huge wasted opportunity as former member of the Kraken, Chris Dreger, shuts the door. About to throw a funeral for my channel points. Shout out to the 39% that said Arizona. A decent little payout for you. Problem is, I don't even think we have a chance to see the Shane Wright breakaway. We don't. But shots for Letang. There was that big miss by Gensel. Off the face-off. Again, I wish instant replay wasn't broken, but thanks. Thanks to my friends at EA, it very much is. It is going to be very, very tough to build a team that overpowered again. And then the question becomes, would you even want to? Would you even want to? Because they still fell short. Shane Wright with just a heartbreaking moment. He had 18 points, over a point per game alongside Gensel and Tkachuk. That top line carried us. Admittedly, Sebastian Aho had Aho, Bergeron, and Sutton. Maybe we should have been a little bit more proactive, but clearly that +5 didn't mean a goddamn thing because they were not good. Jordan Eberle only had 5 points. We had some underperforming depth. Letang led the way for defensemen. It's honestly very disappointing for Eric Brandstrom to only have 5 assists. He needs to be better than that. And then Tuukka Rask gave it his best shot. Only lost 6 games, 2 games leading up to the conference finals. And it wasn't enough. And it really brings about the question of just what about this team will stay the same next year. Maybe we learn some things about some of our key players and whether or not they should have a future here.